Good afternoon, students. We'll be starting in a minute. Just wait for others to join in. So we'll be taking up question number 7, 8, and 9 first. If you have any doubt, please just post it in the chat room. So I'll be taking the doubts first. Just check the audio once, see if the audio is fine. All of you, please check the audio. So question number 9, some of you have doubts. I'll be handling that question first. Before that, we'll just have a quick review of the method that we had discussed yesterday regarding making a family tree. For example, Shrikanta had some doubt, right, regarding the method of constructing the family tree. So we'll be taking up doubts first. Meghanathan, just check your connection. The audio is fine from my end, so there should not be any issue as such, The audio is really clear. Okay, so what we'll do first is just quick review of, one second. A quick review of the method we had discussed yesterday of making a family tree, in case some of you have some doubts. While making a family tree, we use 5 symbols, right? So just showing a quick review of those 5 symbols. In case you had missed that part in the class yesterday, quickly note it down. So we use the square symbol while constructing a family tree for denoting males, male members of the family. We use the circle for denoting the female members of the family. And we use the equal to symbol for husband and wife. To link husband and wife, we use the equal to symbol. And we use the horizontal line for siblings, that is brothers and sisters. And we use the vertical line for the generation gap. That means parents and children. Just giving a quick review of the 5 symbols that we use while constructing a family tree, in case you had missed out this part in the class yesterday. Some of you had network issues yesterday, right? So just giving you a review. So these 5 symbols are there, and the way we use them, I'll show you that also before we start the class. So for example, if it's given that A is brother of B, whatever doubts are there, you can kindly post it in the chat room. So once I have done with this quick review, I'll be taking up the doubts one by one. So if we say A and we put a square around it, and we put an equal to symbol, and then we write B here and put a circle, that means now you can look at the symbol here. Equal to symbol is for husband and wife. So A is a male, B is a female. So that means A is husband and B is wife. If I write like this, a horizontal line, B. Now horizontal line is for brothers and sisters. So A is the brother of B, B is the sister of A. That is what is the meaning of this horizontal line. Okay, the square is for male members of the family and the circle is for female members of the family. So if I join A and B, two symbols are there, two letters, and with equal to symbol means husband and wife. A is a male, so husband, B is a female, so wife. If we join A and B with a straight horizontal line, brothers and sisters, so A is male, so A is brother, B is a female, so B is sister. If I write like this, A, and I use a vertical line, and then I use B. The vertical line is for parents and children. Now A is male here, so A is father, and B is a female, so B is daughter. So this is the basic fundamental concept of constructing a family tree. So in case you have missed out this part yesterday, first I have covered this so that it will be easy for you to follow in today's class. All right, now that this part is done, let's take up question number 7, 8, and 9, and I'll be solving the questions one by one for you to follow in the class. Okay, so let's look at question number 7 here. X is the husband of Y. So X is the husband. So we write X here. Husband means male member. So put a square bracket around it. Okay, X is the husband of Y. So husband and wife will link using equal to symbol, and husband of Y, which means we will put Y in a circle. I'll be discussing all the doubts. So question number 9, question number 19, so all the doubts, whichever you want me to discuss, please type it in the chat room. So I'll be discussing those doubts one by one. Don't worry. X is the husband of Y. W is the daughter of X. So now daughter, parents and children means vertical line. W is the daughter. So we put a circle around here. W. So W is daughter of X. Z is husband of W. Z is the husband. Again, husband and wife, equal to symbol. Z is the husband of W. So put around this Z. Now N is daughter of Z. N is daughter of Z. What is the relationship of N to Y? Look at the question here. What is the relationship of N to Y? Okay. So who is N to Y? Now there are two generation gap here, 1 and 2. So that means grandparents and grandchildren. Since N is a female, we can say N is the granddaughter of Y. N is the granddaughter of Y. And that is why the answer will become answer option D. That is for question number 7. Okay. So note it down and tell me if there's any doubt in this very basic question, because we have to take some advanced questions also today. All of the complex questions I'll be handling today, okay? Every question will be done from the exercise book, all of the complex questions. There are many, many questions. I can't do everything, but I've selected handpicked questions for you from the ICI material, which I'll be solving, completing the blood relations portion, and then we'll move on to the direction sense portion for today. We'll complete both of these topics in this class. Okay, now let's look at question number 8. A reads a book and finds the name of the author familiar. Okay. Now the author B is the paternal uncle of C. So first of all, in case you don't know or you have missed out on this part, please understand what is paternal uncle. Paternal uncle means father's brother. What is the meaning of paternal uncle? Father's brother. If it was maternal uncle, it would be mother's brother. So in relations questions, when we use the word paternal, it means we're talking about father's side. So paternal uncle, father's brother. Paternal aunt, father's sister. Maternal uncle, mother's brother. Maternal aunt, mother's sister. Okay. So the author B is the paternal uncle of C, who is the daughter of A. So let's first make here A and make here daughter. C is the daughter of A. C is the daughter of A. Correct? And who is B? B is the paternal uncle of C. B is the paternal uncle of C, father's brother. Okay, B is the paternal uncle of C. How is B related to A? Okay, so the answer would be B is the brother of A. And A also has to be the father of C. A can't be mother because that way it will become maternal uncle. So A has to be the father of C. A is father. And B has to be father's brother. Correct? That's the only way of presenting the information here. Because if I by chance take A as mother, then that will not happen. Okay. So father's brother, paternal uncle. How is B related to A? B is the brother of A. Okay, so I hope this part is clear. Question number 8. Any doubts here? Question number 8. Meghanathan, let's see this once again. So first of all, you focus on the fact here, paternal uncle means father's brother. And C is daughter of A. C is daughter of A and B is paternal uncle of C. So the only way out is to make sure that A is father and father's brother is B. That is how B will become the paternal uncle. Okay. So please note this down. Now question number 9. Let's look at question number 9 now. Many of you have doubt. The reason you have doubt is because the question is wrong. So let me show you what is the problem with this question. Okay. A's mother is sister of B. So first of all, let's write here A. A has a mother. Her name we don't know right now. So just keep it empty here. Put a circle. We don't know what is the name of the mother. So leave it empty. A's mother is sister of B. and she has a daughter C. She refers to A's mother here, okay? So she has a daughter C, who is 21 years of age. How is B related to D? First of all, there is no D in the question. There is no D in the question. So question is wrong. There is no D in the question. Okay, so question will be wrong. If it was question was how is B related to C? How is B related to C? Then also we could not have told the answer because we don't know the gender of B. We don't know gender of B. Then also we cannot answer the question because in that case B, if B is a female, she would be maternal aunt, and if B is a male, then B would be maternal uncle. So this question is wrong. Question is incorrect. I searched online also for this question. This question is taken from SSC examination, Staff Selection Commission examination, and there also the same mistake was there in the print. Okay, so that is how this question, which is wrong in the original source, got copied into the ICAI material also with the same mistakes. So I hope you have now understood what is the problem with question number 9. Is it clear? Maybe A is mother of D. How do we do that much? The question is wrong, so that's it. There is no information about D here, so let's not worry about that part. Okay, now let's look at question number 16 and 17. Now I have left out some of the questions in between because all of them are very similar, right? All of them are same type, so I left it out. Let's look at question number 16 and 17. In case you have any doubts in 10 to 16 15, you let me know separately. I will help you out through WhatsApp with those questions. Okay, so 16 and 17. Let's look at 16th first. X and Y are the children of A. So A has two children, X and Y. We don't know the gender of any one of them right now. Okay. Now A is the father of X. A is the father. Okay. So A is a male. A is the father of X. But Y is not his son. That means Y is the daughter. If Y is not his son, that means Y is daughter. Right? Because see, A is the father of both X and Y. Because X and Y both are children of A. And if I say A is father of X, okay, fine, but Y is not his son. So if since both of them are children and if Y is not the son, that means Y must be daughter. How is Y related to A? The answer will be daughter. And let's look at 17th question here. Question number 17. A is B's brother. A is B's brother. So first of all, you link B and A with a horizontal line. A is B's brother. So put a square around A because A is the brother. C is A's mother. C is A's mother. Okay. D is C's father. So D is C's father. Okay. Now E is B's son. E is B's son. How is E related to A? The answer would be nephew because sibling's son. Who is E to A, E is sibling's son. Because B and A are siblings, right? A is brother of B. We don't know whether B is sister or brother. Does not matter in this question, okay? Does not matter. The gender of B is not important here, okay? So E is the sibling's son. A is sibling's son. And what do we say sibling son? Sibling son means nephew. Okay. And sibling's daughter means niece. Whether it is sister's son or brother's son, both cases we use the same word, nephew. So I hope question number 17 is clear. Shrikanta, okay, once again we'll see. Question number 17. A is B's brother. So A and B are first of all linked by this horizontal line. This part is clear? Understood? Now, A is brother, right? So we put the square around A because A is the brother. But we don't put anything around B because we don't know the gender of B, okay? Now, A's mother, C is, who is A's mother? C is A's mother. So A's mother. Now parents and children we link using a vertical line. Now C is A's mother and D is C's father and E is B's son. B has a son, E. So how is E related to B? Now look at this here. A has a brother or sister, okay? And that brother or sister has a son. And so E is sibling's son. And sibling's son is called nephew. So answer will be B. So in this particular question, actually, we don't need anything about C and D here. Without that also, we can solve this question. Just from the first statement and this statement. That's all. These two statements are sufficient for us to solve the question. Shrikanta, is it clear now? Can you please type and tell me? Okay, let's move to the next question. Now, question number 18. Those who have not tried, can you please try once? Question number 18. Solve it and tell me the answer for question number 18. Question number 18, what is the answer? Okay. Sarah, if you have some doubt, please type it in the chat room, okay? Let's see, based on the statements given below, find out who is the uncle of P. First statement, K is brother of J. So K is brother of J. Okay, so K is brother, so put a square. K is brother of J. M is sister of K. Again, sister means horizontal line. And M is a sister means we put a circle around M. P is brother of N. This statement you leave right now. First you go to statement number 4. N is daughter of J. N is daughter of J. N is daughter of J, and P is brother of N. So who is uncle of P? If you see here, P is parent, father or mother, and J is P's father or mother, and this sibling of this father or mother is K. So K is the uncle. Answer would be K. Who is the uncle of P? Answer would be K. We don't know J's gender. So who is J? J can be father or mother. Father or mother of P. Correct? And uh, father or mother's brother is K. So K is uncle. Father's brother means paternal uncle, and mother's brother means maternal uncle. We don't know which type of uncle K is, whether it's paternal or maternal, but we know that K is the uncle. Okay, so Meghanathan, just focus once and see if there's any doubt. Please tell me. First of all, start from the first statement. K is brother of J. K is the brother means K is a male. Whose brother? J's brother. Do we know J's gender? We know. Do we know whether J is a male or female? No, we don't know. So leave it like that. Okay, don't worry about it. Next, M is sister of K. Again, siblings means horizontal line. M is sister, which means M is female. Female means we put a circle. Okay. M is sister of K. This statement is done. Next is P is brother of N. We don't know anything about P and N right now, so I skip it and I go to the fourth statement. N is daughter of J. J's daughter is N. N is daughter, but who is J? Is J the father or the mother? We don't know. So let's understand. It could be father or mother. We don't know, so let it be like that. Okay. And P is the brother of N. So P and N are brothers and sisters. Their father or mother is J, and father or mother's brother is K. Right? Who is K? Father or mother's brother. See, let's just take as father and say father's brother here. Okay, just to keep father's brother or mother's brother, does not really matter. So what do we call father's brother as? Uncle. So who is K? K is the uncle. I hope this would have made it clear. Now this is question number 18. Let's move to the next question, 19. This also a number of you had doubts, right? Question number 19, also some of you had doubts. Now, let me tell you in the beginning itself, the question is wrong. Question is not correct. And how can we get to know about this immediately? Look at this statement. D has a daughter. I'll not solve anything, just I'll show you the problem here. D has a daughter C. They're asking you, how is C related to D, right? If D has a daughter C, then C is the daughter of D. Now, do we have any answer option which says daughter? No, we don't have any answer option which says daughter. So maybe we'll have to write down here daughter and tick that as the answer. But if that is the question, then what is the point of giving other information? Because D has a daughter C, and they're asking you how is C related to D. So that makes it obvious, no? Very simple. That if D has a daughter C, then C is the daughter of D. Clear? So that's a very, very stupid question, and answer options are also wrong. Okay. I hope this point is clear to you now. If there is any confusion, please let me know. Ravish, we have just discussed the basics of uh, making a family tree, and based on that, we were discussing some of the questions, and the theory part also we had discussed yesterday. So that is how it is. If you have not attended the class, maybe I'll ask someone to share the video link of the recorded class with you. Ravish, is it clear? So I hope others have understood that question number 19 is wrong. This is why most of you had doubts, right, in question number 19. So I hope I have made it clear to you what is the mistake with question number 19. Okay. Question number 21. Some of you had asked me doubt regarding question number 21. Question number 21. Let's see here. What is the question number 21? What is it asking? A is B's brother. So make the diagram. A is B's brother. How will you make the diagram, all of you? A is B's brother. Now look at the diagram here. A is B's brother. So A is the brother. So we put a square here. Whose brother? B's brother. C is A's mother. So C is A's mother. D is C's father. So D is C's father. Now B and D's granddaughter. Okay. So B is D's granddaughter. How is B related to D? So if you see here, the question seems to be very uniquely types or wrong. No? So B and D's granddaughter. What is the meaning of this? B and D's granddaughter. If you look at the statement here, you can see very clearly that B is D's granddaughter. So I can say like this: B is D's granddaughter. Now they're saying, how is B related to D? If B is D's granddaughter, that means the answer should be granddaughter. But where is the answer option here? Granddaughter. There is no answer option like granddaughter here. Are you understanding? There is no answer option like granddaughter given to you here. And if you see now, in addition to this, they're asking one more question here. Who is A's son? Now, how can we answer that? Who is A's son? We don't know that. So again, the question is incorrect. Question is wrong. So lots of these mistakes are there in the book, which is why you are getting confused. Okay, question is definitely wrong. You can see that clear proof of the question being wrong, that there are two questions they're asking and there's only one answer option they are giving. Plus B and D's granddaughter. What is the meaning of that? Okay, so it must be B is D's granddaughter, which is okay. That gives us the gender of B. And how is B related to D? Answer would be granddaughter. But absolutely no information, right? So that is why we can say very clearly, without any doubt, this question is wrong. Nothing to really worry about this. Now, this is a very interesting question. Question number 36. Again, I have left out some of the questions in between because almost all the questions are very similar, okay? 28, 36, and 40. I'll be discussing 36 and 40 Samyak. 28, maybe if you have some doubt, I have not included it in the question series here. So what I'll do, I'll solve it on a piece of paper and share with you as a picture, okay? Just put a request to me on WhatsApp. So question number 28. Because I looked at the question number 28, I thought it was a very simple question, so I left it out, okay? So nothing to worry about. You can still put a request to me on my WhatsApp number. And see, I have given my WhatsApp number to all of you, right? That is there for you to message me, not to call me. Because if so many people start calling me, I'll have to open a call center for that, right? So please do message me. Don't call me on my number. All right. So question 36. If you're not tried, can you please try and solve this question and tell me the answer? Akifa, if the gender of A is not given, then we can consider it as a male or female with respect to the options given. Will this be right? Ideally, it is not right, Akifa. That question would be classified wrong. But you can do that. In the examination, if it happens, you can do that and mark the answer. In either case, if the question is wrong also, you'll get 1 mark. And if that is what they have assumed, still you'll get 1 mark. Okay. What you should do is you should never leave such a question, because if you leave such a question, you get 0. If you randomly also mark the wrong question, you will get 1 mark. Okay, so some of you have got the answer. Okay, others please try and see. Nice question, this one. Little complex to solve. Don't worry. Take it statement by statement. When you're solving a question like this, a lot of information is there. Take it statement by statement, one statement at a time. Just make a family tree. You will get the answer. Okay. So first of all, there are 6 members of a family. The names are given to you: P, Q, R, S, T, and U. In which there are 2 married couples. 2 married couples are there. T, a teacher, is married to a doctor. So let's make it here. T is a teacher married to a doctor. Who is mother of R? See here. Who is mother of R? Who means doctor is mother of R. So what is the name of this doctor? We don't know. Let's put a circle here. That means T is a male and we put them as double equal to symbol. So husband and wife. Because T is married to the doctor. And who is T? T is teacher. Teacher. Just right here. Teach. Okay, teacher. And who is this circle? The circle is doctor, right? Doc. So T, the teacher, is married to doctor, who is mother of R and U. So make a vertical line, and R and U, link them with a horizontal line. So R and U are siblings. What is the gender of R? We don't know. What is the gender of U? We don't know. What are they doing? That also we don't know. So leave it out. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's go to the next statement. Q, the lawyer, is married to P. And so Q is a lawyer. And how do we link them here now? There are 6 members. These 2 already we know, T and someone. So this can't be Q. Q has to be 1 generation up. Okay. Or let me just make it here. Q, the lawyer. So Q is the lawyer who is married to P. I'll make it separately here. And P has 1 son and 1 grandson. The only way it is possible is if we link like this. That son of P must be T, and P and Q are married couple. That is how, grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, children, 6 members of a family. So P, Q, T, R, and U, that means this must be S. This link has to be done. There's no other way. P has, and Q is a lawyer. So Q is a lawyer, law, write down your law. And P has 1 son and 1 grandson. So out of R and U, 1 has to be male, 1 has to be female. Which one is male, which one is female, we don't know. Of the 2 married ladies, 1 is a housewife. Who are the 2 married ladies? 1 is the doctor and this is lawyer. So this can't be the married lady. The married lady must be P, because this is the lawyer, right? The lawyer can't be the housewife. So P is the housewife. P is the housewife. How did we get to know this? Because of the 2 married ladies, 1 is a housewife. That 2 married ladies, we know 1 is a doctor. So the other one must be between P and Q. One of them must be housewife. Now Q can't be housewife because we know Q is the lawyer. That means P must be housewife. So P is the mother, Q is the father. They have a son T who is married to S, and T and S have 2 children, R and U. There is also 1 student and 1 male engineer in the family. Now, out of R and U, who is the male, we don't know. But whoever is the male is the engineer, and whoever is the female is the student. There's 1 student and 1 male engineer. Now, the question is asking you which of the following is true about the granddaughter of the family. Just for sake of solving the question, and it will not matter at all. Let's say that R is the male. So R is the engineer. And U is the female. So U is the student. and you is the granddaughter of the family. So they're asking you, which of the following is true about the granddaughter of the family? The answer is she is a student. Now I have just assumed R as a male. It's not really important. You can also assume you as a male. Then I will become the female and she will become the student. The ultimate idea is that the granddaughter, the grandson is engineer, granddaughter is a student. That's all. Yeah, the answer is C. So a lot of information is given to you, but slowly and steadily, if you solve this question, you will get the answer. 36th answer can't be D, that she is a doctor, right? Doctor is married to the teacher. So we can get to know everything now. Who is the housewife? Who is the lawyer? Who is a teacher? Who is a doctor? Who is we can't tell who is the engineer, but we can tell that the grandson is an engineer and the granddaughter is the student. Last part you're not able to understand, Subhash. It's okay, don't worry. Let's see here. No? So let's just remove all this and just see once again. So we know that there are two grandchildren, right? How many grandchildren are there? Two. Who are the grandchildren? R and U. R and U are the grandchildren. In the family, P and Q are the grandfather, grandmother. T and S are father and mother, and R and U are the grandchildren. Now the question says that there is also one student and one male engineer in the family. Look at this. There's also one student and one male engineer in the family. Now, if you look at the other persons, already we know the other persons are housewife, lawyer, teacher, and doctor. So the student and the engineer must be among the grandchildren only, right? The student and engineer must be here. So these two have to be the student and engineer. Who is student? Who is engineer? We don't know, but one of the grandchildren is the student and one of them is the engineer. So they're asking you what is true about the granddaughter of the family. Now the male is the engineer because you see here, it says one male engineer. The engineer is a male, so the female has to be the student. Okay, that is how we know that she is the student. Try working it out once again yourself. I'm sure you will get the answer. Try it out once I given to you. Try and look at this statement once. 1 second. I think someone has posted a doubt here. So now let's move to the next question, which is very similar to question 36, but let's see here, 37. 6 members of a family, namely A, B, C, D, E, F. How many members are there? 6 members. A, B, C, D, E, F are traveling together. B is the son of C, but C is not the mother of B. Let's first solve this statement very slowly. B is the son of C. B is the son of C. B is a son, so B is a male. Whose son? C's son. But C is not the mother of B. What does it mean? If C is not the mother, that means C must be the father. If C is not the mother, it means that C is the father. Okay? Because B is the son of C. So C has to be mother or father. If C is not the mother, that means C is the father. So C is a male. A and C are married couple. So now we know that A is a female because one of the married couple is male, so other one must be female. So A and C are married couple. E is brother of C. Okay, so horizontal line. E is brother of C. D is daughter of A. So C and A have two children. So one is B, one is A. So D is the daughter of A. And F is the brother of B. So in fact, they have three children, F, B, and D. F is the brother. So F is a male. F is the brother of B. Now the question is, how many male members are there? How many male members are there in the family? Count the number of squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 squares, right? So answer will be 4. There are 4 male members in the family. There are 4 male members in the family. Now, question number 40, some of you had doubt, right? 40. So can you just work out question number 40, those who have not done it yourself till now? If you have not solved question number 40, can you please solve it and post the answer? Those who have doubt also, please try once. Maybe after this brief revision that we have done today, you should be able to solve question number 40. Okay, let's try it out step by step, very slowly, without being in any hurry. Let's solve this question. Sita is the niece of Ashok. Okay. Ashok's mother is Lakshmi. So first of all, you should try to start with the statements which are direct statement. Okay. So Ashok is the mother of Lakshmi. Ashok's mother is Lakshmi. Okay. So let's write here Ashok. Ashok's mother. So Ashok is a male, as we can take the name as a clue. Okay. Now this you can keep in mind. You can take the name as a clue here. Ashok's mother is Lakshmi. Okay. So Ashok's mother is Lakshmi. Kalyani is Lakshmi's mother. So Kalyani is Lakshmi's mother. And Kalyani's husband is Gopal. So Kalyani's husband is Gopal. Parvati is mother-in-law of Gopal. So Gopal's wife is Kalyani. Mother-in-law means, from Gopal's point of view, mother-in-law means wife's mother. What does it mean? Wife's mother. Who is wife of Gopal? Kalyani. So Parvati is the mother of Kalyani. Very long family list, okay? Now, how is Sita related to Gopal? And who is Sita? Sita is a niece of Ashok. So Ashok has a sibling. We don't know who is that sibling. And that sibling's daughter is Sita. So if you see from Gopal's point of view, 1 generation, 2 generation, 3 generations. 3 generations below. 3 generations below. What does it mean? It means great granddaughter. Great granddaughter. We know it is daughter because we know Sita is a female. So if it is like 1 generation below, it is daughter, okay? one generation below, that means son or daughter. Write down somewhere if you want, in case this is not clear to you. One generation below, son or daughter. One generation is like this, okay? A, B, like this. This is one generation below. Next, you write down here. Two generations below, that means grandson. All of you please note down. Grandson, granddaughter. Grandson, granddaughter. How do we make this diagram? One line, one more line. Okay. And three generations below means great granddaughter. Three generations means there are three lines. A, B, C, D. So three lines are there. One, two, three. So one generation below, son, daughter. Two generations below, grandson, granddaughter. Three generations below, great grandson, great granddaughter. This concept must be clear. So it will help you in various different questions. Similarly, we have father and two generations grandfather, three generations great grandfather. So question 40, answer is C. Sita is Gopal's great granddaughter. Okay. So this point I hope you have noted down. So let me just erase all this and let's solve question 41. Seema is daughter-in-law of Sudhir and sister-in-law of Ramesh. Mohan is the son of Sudhir. So start from the direct relations always. It will be easier for you to construct the diagram. When lots of relations are given to you, start with direct relations. Now, daughter-in-law is not direct relation because son's wife, so that's daughter-in-law. Sister-in-law again, brother's wife. So it's not direct relationship. Mohan is son of Sudhir. So Sudhir, SU, Sudhir has a son, Mohan. Mohan is son of Sudhir and only brother of Ramesh. That means Mohan is the only brother of Ramesh. Ramesh has no other brother. Now you see here, Seema is daughter-in-law of Sudhir and sister-in-law of Ramesh. That means Mohan's wife is Seema. That way, son's wife, one second. Son's wife is daughter-in-law, and you can see sister-in-law also, because from Ramesh point of view, brother's wife is sister-in-law. So this is the family tree. And what is the relationship between Seema and Mohan? The answer is Seema is the wife of Mohan. Who is Seema to Mohan? Seema is the wife of Mohan. Seema is the wife of Mohan. That's question 40 and 41 also I have discussed with you. I hope you have noted down the solution for both these questions. Okay, now we are going to a new concept. These questions, first you note down all of these points, different ways of defining some simple relationships. Okay. Now, what are these? These are also blood relation questions. Type 1 is the most common type that you get in the examination, which was the family tree type. Okay. Now, in addition to this type, what we also have are those questions where we talk about pointing to a person, someone said something, or looking at a person, someone said something. So what we'll do is, first of all, take your pen and paper. Don't be lazy. Write down these points. So first one, only son of my father or mother. Let's look at each one of these one by one and understand. And if there's any doubt, you tell me. Only son, first write down, only son of my father or mother is brother or self. Only son of my father or mother is brother or self. Now, why are we saying brother or self here? Because if you're talking about depends on who is speaking. Depends on who is speaking. Okay. If a girl is saying that this person is the only son of my father, then the girl is talking about her brother. But if a boy is pointing at a photograph and saying that this photograph is the photograph of the only son of my father, then that photograph is that boy's photograph himself, right? So self. So if a boy is talking about this, then he is referring to himself indirectly. And if a girl is making this statement, then she is talking about her only brother. So look at statement number one and tell me if this is clear to you. Right? Only son of my father or mother is brother or self. Okay. Now, maybe to some of you it might not be clear. So I'll still take one example and show to you. Look at the example I'm giving to you and then we will discuss it further. You tell me if there's any doubt. Now I'll ask you one question and you will type the answer for that question. Okay, you will type the answer. John's father has only one son. Who is he? Type the answer. John's father John's father has only one son. Who is that person? This is a quite common joke also. There are a lot of jokes regarding these things. It's John, not John, John. Okay. So John's father has only one son. Who is he? Obviously, that son is John, right? Because he's himself saying that he's only one son, has only one son. Who is that one son? Then that one son must be John. Is it clear? Shrikanta, any doubt? Hmm? John's father has only one son. Who is that one son? That one son is John himself. So this is a circular way of referencing, right? Circular way of referencing. For example, let's say Tom's father has three sons. One is Mark, the other is Sam, the other is Sam. Who is the third? Who is the third? What will be the answer? Yeah. So now I hope you have understood what is circular referencing. Okay. So because we have already told you Tom's father, so obviously one son is Tom, right? This is quite a popular joke about blood relations, so how blood relations questions can be created. So circular referencing. So let me ask you one more question then finally, okay? Let's say Anita's father Anita's father has only one son. Who is he? Now tell me the answer. Anita's father has only one son. Who is he? Yeah. Anita's father has only one son. Who is that son? Now this time you can't say Anita, right? Can you say Anita? Can the answer be Anita? Can we say that the answer is Anita? No, we can't say. Why? We can't say because Anita is a name of a girl. Name of a girl. So that means who is speaking matters a lot in these questions, right? If we say Tom's father has only one son, then we can say that one son is Tom himself. But if Anita's father has only one son, who is he? Then we can say that he is Anita's only brother, right? Anita's only brother. So in these kind of questions of blood relations, who is speaking makes a lot of impact, right? Very, very important. Who is speaking? Second is that a number of times we have circular referencing. So, and why do they do these things in the questions? To make it puzzling for you, difficult for you to understand and solve, which is why we are trying to put it into a structure and give you all possible statements that can come in the examination. Okay, so let's continue and see here. So note down the first one. Only son of my father, only son of my father, the speaker. Okay, who is my here? My is the speaker. So that means the speaker himself or the speaker's brother, depending upon who is speaking. Only son of my father or mother is brother or self, depends on who is speaking. Is this part clear to everyone? Can you please type yes and tell me if this part is done? Sanjana, that slide is gone actually. I can't show that again. So can you just understand this point about the importance of who is speaking is very, very, very crucial here. If a girl is speaking, then the answer would be something else. If a boy is speaking, answer would be something else. Tom's father has only one son, that one son is Tom. But Anita's father has only one son. Anita's father has only one son, that one son, we don't know his name. We can only say that one son is Anita's only brother. Who is speaking? Now note on the second point here. Only daughter of my father or mother. Only daughter of my father or mother is sister or self. So if a boy is speaking this time, then since it's talking about only daughter, then that girl is the boy's only sister. But if a girl is speaking, then the girl is talking about herself. So if I say Anita's father has only one daughter, who is she? Answer would be Anita. Clear? But if I say Tom's father has only one daughter, who is she? That one daughter would be Tom's brother. So very important to understand these very simple things, but sometimes confusing. Now, only child of my father or mother is self. Now, in this case, there is no point about gender. There's no discussion or doubt about gender here, right? So only child has to be the only child. Suppose if I tell you that my wife's father has only one child, who is she? What will be the answer? My wife's father has only one child. Then the answer would be my wife, right? That one child is my wife. Clear? So, yeah, correct. So, if I say my wife's father has only one child, that one child will be my wife. Now, I don't have to worry about, whether it's a son or a daughter. So, only son of my father or mother, then it's brother or self, depending upon who is speaking. If the girl is speaking, then it's brother. If a boy is speaking, himself. Only daughter of my father or mother is again sister or self, depends upon who is speaking. If a boy is speaking, it's her sister, it's his sister, and if a girl is speaking, it's herself. Okay. Now, fourth point, note on the fourth point here. Only child of my grandfather or grandmother. Only child of my grandfather or grandmother. Only child of my grandfather or grandmother is father or mother. Whether it is your paternal grandfather or it is your maternal grandfather does not really matter. Grandfather's only child means father or mother. Your paternal grandfather's only child is only your father, and your maternal grandfather's only child is your mother. So this fourth point is very important, is frequently used in questions in the exam. Only child of my grandfather or grandmother is father or mother. Is this point clear? If yes, please type and tell me, sir, point number 4 is clear. Okay. Okay, now next point is point number 5. Only son of my paternal grandfather or grandmother. Now, in this particular statement, we are adding the additional information. Paternal grandfather. Paternal grandfather means in Hindi we say dada, father's father. So, only son of my paternal grandfather is my father. Okay. And maternal grandfather means nana in Hindi. I don't, other languages, other words would be there. So, only son of my paternal grandfather or grandmother, whichever way the question is asked, is father, no one else. It can't be anyone else. And the sixth point here, the only daughter of my maternal grandfather or grandmother is your mother. Again, maternal grandfather means mother's father. Okay. So, which in Hindi is called Nana. So, if your Nana has only one daughter, that one daughter has to be your mother. Now, seventh point here, only son of my grandfather or grandmother. Now, this one is a little important here to understand. Only son of my grandfather or grandmother. Which grandfather we're talking about? Are we talking about paternal or we're talking about maternal? Not given here, right? So if it is paternal grandfather, then it has to be your father. And if that grandfather is maternal grandfather, then the answer would be your maternal uncle. So yes, I'm saying the only son of my grandfather. I'm not specifying which grandfather. Is it father's father or mother's father? I'm not specifying that. I'm just saying only son of my grandfather. So if I assume that grandfather to be paternal grandfather's only son has to be my father. And if I assume that grandfather to be maternal grandfather, then that grandfather would be, that grandfather's only son would be your mother's brother. So this is why this point 7, I'm stressing it a little extra here for you to understand. Point number 8 now, on similar to point number 7, only daughter of my grandfather or grandmother will be again mother or paternal aunt, depending upon which grandfather. Paternal grandfather's only daughter is your father's sister, whereas maternal grandfather's only daughter is your mother. So only daughter of my grandfather or grandmother is mother or paternal aunt. Then point number 9. Okay, 9. Father of my uncle or aunt is grandfather. Simply we can write grandfather. You can understand it could be either paternal grandfather or it could be maternal grandfather. Then point number 10. These are little advanced ones, not commonly asked. Okay, 10, 11, 12, 13 are little advanced ones. Okay. My uncle's only nephew has to be self or brother. Depends upon who is speaking. If a boy is showing a photograph and saying that this photograph is the photograph of my uncle's only nephew. Now, when he's calling someone his uncle, that means that boy himself is the nephew. Are you understanding? My uncle's only nephew is that boy himself. If a girl is showing a photograph of a boy and saying that this photograph is that of my uncle's only nephew, that girl's uncle, only nephew is her brother. So, self or brother. Although in a far-fetched scenario, it could be cousin also, but let's not complicate it so much here. Keep it simple. 11th one. My uncle's only niece, self or sister. Depends on who is speaking. Twelfth point. Only brother-in-law of my maternal uncle. Your maternal uncle means your mama. If he has only one brother-in-law, that one brother-in-law has to be your father. There's no other doubt, there's no confusion regarding this statement. Only brother-in-law of my maternal uncle has to be your father. No other option. Little complex. That's why this is not commonly asked. But I've covered all types, all difficulties here. Okay. And only sister-in-law of my paternal uncle has to be your mother. If you have a paternal uncle, that means you have a father who has a brother. And if you have a father, you have a mother, and that mother will become bhabhi of your, father's brother. So the idea is this, that only sister-in-law of my paternal uncle has to be your mother. These two, 12 and 13. Very, very important. Okay, now something else that you have to note down. Although these are quite obvious, but students have asked me doubts, so I am covering it for you. Father's wife means mother. And mother's husband is father. Now, how will this come as an example? Say, looking or pointing at a photograph, let's say this question I'm creating, pointing at a photograph Reena said, he is the brother of the son of my father's wife. How is the person, how is the person in the photograph related to Reena? Okay, now this is how questions are created for blood relation chapter. So pointing at the photograph, Reena said, he is the brother of the son of my father's wife. How is the person in the photograph related to Reena? What will be the answer? brother. I'll show the last slide, Vaishno, in case you've not noted down. You note it down, don't worry. Now, first of all, you see here, my father's wife means mother. What does it mean? Mother. Son of mother means brother. And brother of brother means brother. So, what is the answer? The answer is brother. Also, you can note down this extra points I gave you. One, two, third one is also there. Father's grandson. Son. Right. Father's grandson is son. Like my son is my father's grandson. Clear? So father's grandson is son. So these three extra points I've covered for you here. Father's wife, mother, mother's husband, father. Although they are very obvious things, but students have asked me so many doubts earlier regarding these things. So I cover all of these points. Father's wife, mother, mother's husband, father, father's grandson is son. Now let's move to the slide. So in case you have missed out any point here, please note down. If there's any point that you have left out in these 13 points here, then note down, and if there's any doubt in these 13 points, then you can tell me what the doubt is. Nakshatra, father's wife can also be stepmother. There are so many, if you start doing that, then it can become a very complexity. Then everything is possible. So let's not complicate it like that. You can't have such complexity. In ancient time, one person has so many wives, and in Mahabharata, Draupadi had so many husbands. So we can't have those things taken into consideration while solving basic questions on blood relations. So all these 13 points are clear. Everything is completely clear to you. Okay, so let's take some questions and then let's see how you're able to solve those questions. So these are questions from your ICI material. Question 42, 43, 44. Please solve these three questions and post the answers in the chat room. Question 42, 43, 44. He is the son of the woman. Suresh introduces a man as. So who is talking? Suresh is talking. He is the son of the woman who is the mother of the husband of my mother. Okay. Now, how is Suresh related to that man? He is the son of the woman What is the answer for question number 42? 42, you're saying A is the answer. B is the answer. Okay, let's see. 42 correct answer is B. Let's solve. Just now I told you how to work it out. So I'll show you exactly how it is done. While solving solving questions of these types, please understand. Listen to me carefully and understand. Start from the right hand side and go towards the left hand side. So first of all, solve this phrase. Husband of my mother. What does it mean? Husband of my mother. Just now I told you mother's husband means father. Mother's husband means father. Mother of father means grandmother. Grandmother, right? And son of grandmother means father. It can be uncle also, but just let's keep it simple for the time being. Father. He is the father. So how is Suresh related to the man? Answer would be son. It can also be nephew, but nephew is not in the answer option. So we have to go by the answer options. Please keep this in mind. While solving these kind of questions in the examination, if you're getting multiple options, like it could be son or it could be nephew, right? Then the answer would be whichever is in the option, you tick on that. Clear? So in this case, we see son in the answer option, so we click on son. Is this point clear to all of you? Meghanathan, you see, let's solve this once again. First of all, you always start from the right hand side here. Husband of my mother. Mother's husband means father. This statement represents what? Father. Now, mother of father means what? It means grandmother. Clear? Now, the woman is my grandmother. Son of grandmother means it can be father or uncle, but I told you keep it simple. So let's take its father right now. Son of grandmother can be your father also, your uncle also. Okay. Now, he is the son of my father. Suresh is showing this photograph, right? So Suresh is saying that he is my father or my uncle. So who is Suresh then? If Suresh is saying he is my father, son of grandmother means father. If Suresh is saying he is my father, that means Suresh is the son. If Suresh is saying he is my uncle, then Suresh is nephew also. But then the nephew is not in the answer option. Okay. Now, question 43. 43. Pointing to a lady in a photograph, Mira said, her father's only son's wife is my mother-in-law. How is Mira's husband related to that lady in the photograph? First of all, she is pointing to a lady and she's saying her father's only son. Father's only son's wife. A father's only son means what? Father's only son. Just now we have studied those points. No, only son of father means brother. Now, how do we know? Because it's Mira. Mira is a girl. So father's only son is brother. So her brother's wife. This entire thing here is talking about who is this person? This person, brother's wife. Is my mother-in-law, right? Her brother's wife is my mother-in-law. How is Mira's husband related to that lady in the photograph? That lady's son, Mira's son, correct? So Mira's husband is that lady's son, because if that lady is, you can say, mother-in-law, so 43 will become, the answer option will become C. Father's only son's wife is my mother-in-law. So how is Mira's husband related to that lady in the photograph? The answer would be C. Son or nephew, right? Let me just check once. Okay, so her brother's wife, her brother's wife. Okay, yeah, it will not be son. It should be nephew. Answer option 43 should be B. Well, her brother's wife. So let's say this one person is X, who is the lady in the photograph. This is the lady in the photograph. Okay, her brother's wife. So she has a brother. Let's call that brother as Y, and that brother's wife is Z. Okay, so her brother's wife is my mother-in-law. So maybe they have a son, and the son's wife is Mira. Okay, the son's wife is Mira. So Mira's husband, this A, Mira's husband, Mira's husband is this woman's nephew. See, brother's son, right? So answer would be nephew. 43, the answer would be A. Yeah, it is nephew. Anirudh, the answer is A. Now 44, pointing to a photograph, Vikas said, so let's work it out. Pointing to a photograph, Vikas said, she is the daughter of my grandfather's only son. My grandfather's only son, let's say father, daughter of father is sister. How is the lady in the photograph related to Vikas? The answer would be she is the sister of Vikas. So 44, the answer would be C. Because my grandfather's only son, father, and she is the daughter of father, so sister. Again, I'm going by the answer options and not complicating the question. I can say father or maternal uncle and then all that, but let's not complicate. Keep it simple based on the answer options available to you. There's no answer option like none of these here, so let's keep it simple. Grandfather's only son, father, and daughter of father, sister. Who is she? She is Vikas's sister. So answer for 44 will be C. Okay. Ravish, you want to explain 43 once again? So let's see here. Okay. See, father's only son. Those are not in 43. Father's only son means brother. Father's only son's wife means brother's wife. Her, who is her here? The lady in the photograph. Her brother's wife is my mother-in-law. My means, who is my here? My is Mira. Mira is saying, my mother-in-law. So let's call this lady in the photograph as X. Let's give her a name. X is the lady in the photograph. This lady in the photograph has a brother. Let's give him also a name. Let's call him Y. And her brother's wife. Let's say Y has a wife whose name is Z. And this wife, this brother's wife is Mira's mother-in-law. Mira is the name of a girl. So mother-in-law means husband's mother. That means this person has a son. Let's call him A. And that son has a wife whose name is Mira. So that means this A is now Mira's husband. Correct? And this X is the lady in the photograph. This X is the lady in the photograph. So how is Mira's husband related to the lady in the photograph? This lady in the photograph has a brother, Y, whose son is A. Brother's son is called nephew. This Mira's husband is the nephew. So 43, the answer becomes A. So in quite some detail, I explained it to you here. So it's almost 1.5 hours. It's time to take a break. And after the break, we'll continue with these questions of looking at a photograph, pointing at a photograph. We'll take some poll questions also. And after that, we'll continue and see how much we can complete today. And post that, we'll also start with direction sense. All right. Since it's clear, take a break for 15 minutes and then let's reassemble. Don't log out. Okay, students will be starting back. I hope all of you have come back to the class. Okay, so let's see the next three questions: 53, 54, 55. Again, these are all based on the same type, pointing at a photograph kind of question. So please look at question 53, 54, 55, and solve and type the answers. 53, what is the answer? So Vijay says Ananda's mother is the only daughter of my mother. Ananda's, let's say Ananda is A, okay? So Ananda's mother is the only daughter of Vijay's mother. So Vijay is this Vijay. Vijay and Ananda's mother have the same mother. So how is Ananda's relation to Vijay? The answer would be nephew. So it's this one we can solve by the family tree itself. Ananda's mother. This person is Ananda's mother, and this person is Vijay's mother. So Vijay's mother has only one daughter who is Ananda's mother. So who is Ananda? Ananda is nephew of Vijay. Now question 53 is done. 54. Introducing a man, a woman said, his wife is the only daughter of my mother. Only daughter of my mother. A woman said, right? So when a woman says only daughter of my mother, she's talking about that woman herself. So that woman herself. His wife is that woman herself. How is the woman related with the man? Answer will be B. His wife is the woman herself. Question 54, the answer becomes B. Because when a woman is saying only daughter of my mother, she's talking about herself. So basically she's saying that I am his wife. So how is the woman related with the man? The answer would be wife. And 55, a prisoner introduced a boy who came to visit him to the jailer as brothers and sisters I have none. That means he has got no brothers and sisters. He's the only child of his parent. He is my father's son's son. So my father's son is that man himself, that prisoner himself. Because his father has got no other children except that person. So my father's son means his son. Who is the boy? The boy is that prisoner's son. Brother and sisters I have none. So you are the only child. So my father's son is you yourself. So you're saying my father's son's son. That means your son. Who is the boy? That boy is the prisoner's son. So 53, 54, 55, I have discussed the solution for all three of them. If there's any doubt, please let me know. Okay. So what we'll do now, we'll take a poll question. Let me see if you can solve the poll question or not. So first question, I'm launching the poll and let me see how many of you are able to solve this question. So poll is in front of you. 1 minute time you have. Quickly read the question and tell me the answer. Pointing to a girl, Arun said, she is the only daughter of my grandfather's son. She is the only daughter of my grandfather's son. Look at the answer options carefully before marking the answer. Almost 1 minute is up. 67, almost 70 of you have answered. So I'll end the poll here, show the results with you. So see, the correct answer is either sister or cousin. 11 of you got it right. 51 of you have marked sister. Please look at the answer option. If cousin is not there, no, then sister would be the right answer. But since cousin is also there, that is why the answer is either sister or cousin. So question number 1, the answer is either sister or cousin. Now let me show you how this question is solved. So let's see here. Look at the solution. She's the only daughter of my grandfather's son. How is the girl related to Arun? My grandfather's son, Arun, is a speaker. She is the girl. Arun is the speaker. She is the girl. My grandfather's son means either father or uncle. We're not saying grandfather's only son, right? So Arun's grandfather's son could be his father or uncle. If she is the daughter of Arun's father, then she is Arun's sister. And if she is daughter of Arun's uncle, then she is Arun's cousin. That is why the answer is she is either sister or cousin. If cousin is not in the answer option, then sister would be right. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? Because grandfather's son, in the basic term, we mean grandfather's son is father. But please look at the answer option carefully before marking the answer. Yeah, she's the only daughter. So it could be his father's only daughter or his uncle's only daughter. Clear? We're not saying grandfather's only son. We're not saying grandfather's only son. So in either case, it will be either sister or cousin. Only son of father is sister. Only son of uncle is cousin. Okay, so let's look at the second question now. Next question of the poll is up. 1 minute time you have. Read carefully. Pointing to a woman, Nirmal said, she is the only daughter of my wife's grandfather's only child. "30 seconds are up. 30 seconds more remaining. Just 10 seconds remaining. Only 40 of you have answered till now. Okay, so I'm going to end the poll here. Look at the results. 34 of you have got it correct. The answer is wife. 34 of you have got the correct answer, and remaining all have got the wrong answer. Around 60 of you had answered the question. Okay. Now let's look at the solution of how this question is solved. She is the only daughter of my wife's grandfather's only child. See, grandfather's only child. Nirmal is a speaker. She is a woman. Now, to make it simpler for you, let's understand. Grandfather's only child means what? Only child of grandfather. Only child of grandfather means father or mother. Only daughter of my wife's father or mother is my wife herself. Okay. Only daughter of my wife's father is my wife. So how is the woman related to Nirmal? She is Nirmal's wife. Because grandfather's only child means father or mother. Grandfather's only child means father or mother. Only daughter of my wife's father is wife. So only daughter of Nirmal's wife's father is Nirmal's wife. Answer is one. And that is how the question is solved. Okay. So the woman is the only daughter of Nirmal's parent-in-law. This clearly implies that the woman in question here is Nirmal's wife. So let's move to the third question now. Third poll question is up on the screen. You have 1 minute time to solve and mark the answer. Pointing to a boy in the photograph, Anita said, he is the only son of the only child of my grandfather. How is the boy in the photograph related to Anita? Almost 1 minute is up, and this was a simple question, so I'll be ending the poll now here. Give you 5 more seconds for others to submit their answers. Okay, done. So look at the results here. 56 of you have got it right. That the correct answer is B, which is brother. And others have got it wrong. So please look at the solution and focus. Why have you got it wrong? Try to understand that part, okay? So he is the only son of the only child of my grandfathers. The only child of my grandfather means what? First, you look at this. The only child of my grandfather means father or mother. Clear? In the list of different ways of presenting simple relations, I have given you all of these things. Okay. So the only child of my grandfather is father or mother. The only child of my grandfather and okay, only son of father or mother means brother. Only son of father or mother means brother. And that is why the answer is brother. Very simple question. The boy is the brother of Anita. This statement is not required. It's a repeat. Don't worry about this. Okay. So once we know the only child of my grandfather is father, the only son of father or mother means brother, which is why the answer is answer option B. Now let's look at the next question. Quickly to solve the question. Anil introducing a girl in a party said, "She is the wife of the grandson of my mother." How is Anil related to the girl? She is the wife of the grandson of my mother. Just 10 seconds remaining. 48 of you have answered till now. Okay, time up. Let's look at the results. So 47 of you have got it right. Out of almost 70 of you who had attempted the question, 47 of you have got it correct, which is father-in-law. Now, if you have not got the answer as father-in-law, please look carefully and see how do we get the answer. So, grandson of my mother is my son. I told you father's grandson. In the list of different ways I had given to you, father's grandson. While solving questions based on the answer options, we take them as son. Father's grandson is son. So grandson of my mother. So whether it's father's grandson or mother's grandson, that means son. He is the wife of son, son's wife. She is son's wife. She is daughter-in-law and Anil is the father-in-law. Wife of my son is daughter-in-law. Therefore, Anil becomes the father-in-law. Clear? This question is clear. So let's move to the next one. Next poll question. One minute time you have. Read the question and solve and mark the correct answer. Deepak said to Nitin, "That boy playing with the football is the younger of the two brothers of the daughter of my father's wife. How is the boy playing football related to Deepak?" So, in 20 seconds remaining, if you've read the question, now work it out and mark the correct answer. One minute is almost up. I'm giving you 5 more seconds. Okay, done. So out of all 55 of you who had done the question, 39 of you have got it correct. Okay, 39 of you have got it right. The correct answer is brother. Now, if you have not got the answer, there's some confusion. Please look at the solution that I'll be presenting now. Now, first of all, you understand my father's wife means what? Mother. My father's wife means mother. Daughter of mother means sister. Brother of sister means brother. So basically, that person is Deepak's brother. That boy is Deepak's brother. Simple point here is my father's wife means mother. Your mother's daughter is your sister, and your sister's brother are your brothers also. So that person who's playing football is younger of the two brothers, right? So that boy is Deepak's brother. That is your answer. Very simple question. Just that it looks a little confusing and complex. The question itself is quite simple. My father's wife is mother. That's why I gave you that particular thing that time. Now let's take the next poll question. 1 minute time you have. Read carefully. Pointing to Sukesh, Jignasa said, his maternal uncle is the only brother-in-law of my paternal grandfather's only son. How is Jignasa related to Sukesh? And look at the answer options carefully before marking the answer. So almost 1 minute is up. I'm giving you 10 more seconds. Okay, so I'll end the poll now. Look at the results here. Out of around 57 of you who had answered, 22 have got the correct answer. And that correct answer is sister or cousin. The correct answer is sister or cousin. That's answer option D. Okay. So that woman Jignasa is the sister or cousin of this person. So now look at the solution and focus in case you have got it wrong. His maternal uncle is the only brother-in-law of my paternal grandfather's only son. Paternal grandfather's only son. Now, in the list of relations, the complex ways of representing simple relations, the list of relations that I gave you, what is the meaning of paternal grandfather's only son? Paternal grandfather's only son is father. Okay. Now, only brother-in-law of father. Now, in the list of relations, I think point number 13 was this particular point. Only brother-in-law of father is a maternal uncle. Okay. So basically, what Jignasa is saying is his maternal uncle, his maternal uncle is my maternal uncle. His maternal uncle is my maternal uncle. That means they both have the same maternal uncle. And maternal uncle means what? Mother's brother. They both have the same maternal uncle. So that's only possible in two ways. One is that they are siblings or they are cousins. For example, suppose X is their mother and X has a brother Y, and X has two children. One is Sukesh and one is Jignasa. So now for both Sukesh and Jignasa, this person is the maternal uncle. So they both have the same maternal uncle. This is case number one, siblings. Now, how can they be cousins? Now, please understand. Suppose there are two sisters, X and Y are two sisters and they have one brother, Z. X daughter is Jignasa, let's say, and Y's son is Sukesh. But for both Jignasa and Sukesh, the maternal uncle is same. They both have the same maternal uncle. Your mother has a sister, and your mother's sister have one brother. That one brother is common maternal uncle for you as well as your cousins. So that is why the second case could be cousins. So both are possible. If cousin is not in the answer option, then you can mark the answer as sister. Okay, now let's go to the last poll question for blood relations. One minute time, read carefully. So since lengthy question, I'm giving you extra time to 1 minute 15 seconds. So around you have 45 seconds now to solve. Okay, time up. Let's see. Around 54 of you have answered the question, out of which 46 have got the correct answer. Okay, that is sister. So that's a very good thing. Let's see how the answer. Look at the results here. 46 of you have got the correct answer out of around 54 of you who had attempted the question, who had marked the answer. So let's see here the question and answer. So the girl in the photo is the second daughter of the wife of the only son of the grandmother of my younger sister. So grandmother of my younger sister is my grandmother also. So grandmother of Rekha. This entire thing, grandmother of my younger sister. Simply we understand your sister's grandmother is your grandmother also. Clear? Now only son of grandmother, wife of the only son of grandmother is mother of Rekha. Only son of grandmother is father, and wife of only son means mother. And the girl in the photograph is second daughter, basically daughter of mother means younger daughter of mother means younger sister. Younger daughter of mother means second daughter of mother, so younger daughter, younger sister. But sister is sufficient as the answer. So therefore the answer is sister. Who is the girl in the photograph? That girl in the photograph is Rekha's younger sister. That would be more precise as an answer, but we can take sister as the answer itself. Okay, so poll questions all we have done. Now let's see another type of question. Now this is a new variety, completely new. And why it is important? It's because it's not in the textbook. This type of question is not in textbook, but in the papers it has come. But in mock papers, this question has come. Okay, it's not in the textbook, but it is present in the mock papers. So what is this called? This is called as coded relations. Coded relations. Questions based on coded relations. And in coded relations, what happens? Mathematical symbols are used for relations. For example, A plus B means A is brother of B. So in this question, plus means brother of. Plus means brother of. A dash B means A is sister of B. So in this question, dash or the minus symbol means sister of. A cross B means father of. So while solving these questions, what you should do is first identify the symbols. So three symbols are there. Three symbols are there. One is plus, which means brother, minus, which means sister of, and cross means father of. So which of the following means that C is the son? C is the son of M. Plus means brother of, minus means sister of, and cross means father of. So what we'll do is, there are two ways of approaching. I'll show you both the methods. First is we start working out the family tree for each answer option. M dash N. M is sister of N. See the first statement. M dash N. For many of you, this might be something very new, right? Don't worry. M dash N. What is the meaning of dash? Sister of. So M is sister of N. Is it clear? M is sister of N. N cross C. N cross C. What is the meaning of cross? Father of. So N is father of C. N is father of C. Clear? C plus F. C is brother of F. So C is a male. C is brother of F. Now, which of the following means C is son of M? Definitely A is not correct, because in this particular answer option, C is the nephew of M. You see, M is C's father's sister. So I have shown you how to make the family tree for answer option A. Quickly make the family tree for answer option B, C, and D. Quickly. And then tell me what is the answer. Those who have done, very good. Those who have not done, please make. Focus on learning. Look at answer option B now. F dash C. F is sister of C. F is sister of C. And C is brother of N. C is brother of N. So C is brother of N. And N is father of M. N is father of M. You see, M is in a generation below C. How can this be the answer, right? Obviously not. In this case, actually C is the uncle of M. So B can't be the answer. Look at answer option C now. N plus M. So N is the brother of M. M is a sister of F. M is sister of F, and F is father of C. Again, C is not the son of M, so C is not the answer. That means the answer will be D. Now, we'll make D and check here. Let me show you. M cross N. M is the father of N. N is a sister of C. N is the sister of C, and C is brother of F. That means M has got 3 children, N, C, F. We know the gender of C is male, so C is the son. So C is son of M. In which answer option? Answer option D. Now let's go to the next question here. Again, coded relations. Example number 11 here. Work out the question and tell me the answer. Which of the following shows that P is the maternal uncle of Q? P is the maternal uncle of Q. What is the answer for question number 11? Okay, plus means mother of. See here, plus means mother of. Plus mother, right? Minus means brother. Minus is brother. Percentage means father. And cross means sister. Which of the following shows P is the maternal uncle of Q? Look at answer option A. Q dash N. Q is brother of N. N plus M. So N is mother of M. And M cross P. M is sister of P. Now, P is below Q in relation, right? Q is in the upper generation and P is in the lower generation. Obviously, this can't be the answer, so A is wrong. Look at B. P plus S. P is mother of S. This can't be the answer because you see, P has to be the maternal uncle. P has to be male, right? Now we see P is female here, so this can't be the answer. Look at answer option C now. P dash M. P is brother of M. M is the mother of N. M is the mother of N. And N is the sister of Q. So N and Q are siblings. Their mother is M and mother's brother is P. So P is definitely here the maternal uncle. So the answer will be C. Question number 11. Answer is C. So this quoted relations, it's not there in the exercise book of the ICI material, but if you should go online, go to the website and check the mock papers, you'll find it in the mock papers. Okay, it's question number 11. Next, we'll be moving to question number 12. Let's see if I think one more question is there. I think it's the same question, right? Yeah, it's the same question. Okay, leave it. Same question. Okay, very good. Leave it. So we have finished off the portion of blood relations completely. Okay. The whole portion with all of the other varieties which are not a part of the ICI textbook, that also I have covered for you. So fully done. Around 3 to 4 marks you can get from blood relations. Although we have discussed a lot of things, but elementary, this is a very basic concept. Brother, sister, father, mother, is a very basic concept which you can solve with quite some ease. And even better than blood relations is a chapter of direction sense test. 3 marks you get from this, guaranteed 3 marks in the examination. And there is no complexity here at all. Simple concept of north, south, east, west, that all of you know. So, understanding the concept of directions and how can puzzle questions be created from this topic is what I want to cover here. Meghanathan, I have shared your number with the team, Arivu team. They'll be sharing the link of the recorded videos with you. Okay, so don't worry. I have shared. Uh, Also, you guys must be in some or the other group, right? So when you want any recorded videos or something else, directly you can request it in the group itself, so that people can directly get to know that you need some kind of a link or something. Okay, so the theory part of direction sense is quite elementary and simple to complete. So I'll complete the theory part and some example questions today so that you can actually solve something from the book, and you can post the doubts to me, which I can cover then in tomorrow's class. Okay, so let's start here. First of all, we talk about the main directions, which all of you know. We have north, south, east, and west, which are the four principal directions. The sun rises in which direction? The sun rises in the east direction and sun sets in the west direction. Okay, north and south. I hope you all know this. North India means Delhi, south means Karnataka, Kerala, right? So north, south, east, and west are the four principal directions. Okay. Now, apart from this north, south, east, and west, we also have four other directions like the northeast. This NE stands for northeast. Similarly, NW stands for northwest. That's between north and west, so that's called northeast, and south and east. So between south and east, we have southeast, and between south and west, we have southwest. Correct? So these are the total. Now it becomes 8 directions. How many directions? 8 directions. So four principal directions are there, and overall we have 8 directions. Now, understand this additional point here, that between any two adjacent principal directions, the angle is 90 degrees. What is the angle? Angle is 90 degrees. So between north and east, angle will be 90 degrees. Between south and east, angle will be 90 degrees. Between south and west, it will be 90 degrees. And north and west also, the angle will be 90 degrees. Okay. Whereas between any two adjacent directions, the angle is 45 degrees here. Sometimes in complex questions, we have to work with angles also, which is why I'm giving you this extra bit here. Some of the complex questions, we need to work with angles. Okay. So now let's see here about angles. Why it is important to know about angles? Because in geometry, we have studied something very elementary that is called as Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras. At least this much you all must be remembering from your school, right? In case you don't know, don't worry. This is applied in the concept of right angle triangle. What is this called? Right angle triangle. Suppose we have A, B, C. Then this C is the longest side. And the longest side of a right angle triangle is also called hypotenuse. What is it called? Hypotenuse. Okay. Now the basic thing is this, that the square of the smaller sides AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. This is what is called as Pythagoras theorem. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Note it down. For example, suppose this is 8 centimeter and this is 6 centimeter. Then how much will this be? Find out the answer. Nathan, it is not 100, it is square root of 100, okay? So we say AC square is equal to 8 square plus 6 square. That is 64 plus 36, which is equal to 100. So AC is equal to root of 100. You can find square root using your calculator, but you should know square root of 100 is 10. So this is how we apply it. This is your Pythagoras theorem. And why do we need to know this Pythagoras theorem? In the case of direction sense, let's understand that also. Suppose A starts from his home. A starts from his home and walks 5 kilometers towards east. 5 kilometers towards east. Then he turns left and walks 12 kilometers. How far is he from his home? Solve this question and post the answer. A starts from his home and walks 5 kilometers towards east. He turns left and walks 12 kilometers. How far is he from his home? Okay, someone is asking, Rennie, obviously you can use calculator in the exam. In CA Foundation, calculator is allowed, but you cannot use a scientific calculator. A basic calculator, which has percentage, which has square root, right? You can't use a scientific calculator. Anam, I'll show you the previous slide. Try out this question first. Which slide are you talking about? The Pythagoras theorem slide is gone. This is the, okay, well, let me see. So let's look at the answer here. A starts from his home. So let's say this is home. This is his home. And walks 5 kilometers towards east. So this, we know, north, south, east, west, north, south, east, west. So he goes 5 kilometers towards east. 5 kilometers. Here. Then it turns left. Now, if you're going towards east, imagine yourself going towards east, and if you turn left, you will go up. You'll go towards north, right? You'll go north, and you're walking how many kilometers? 12 kilometers. So not drawn to scale, but this is how it is. He walks 12 kilometers towards north. Okay. Now, how far is he from his home means shortest distance. The answer is not 17. The answer is always the shortest distance. So this we have to find out. So we know this x square is equal to 5 square plus 12 square. X square equal to 169. X equal to root of 169, which is equal to 13. So this is the reason why I have covered for you Pythagoras theorem. It's not that every time you get a question like this, but in case if you get, we should know how to solve this, okay? So I hope this point is clear completely. So I will just remove the slide and continue with the discussion. If there's any doubt, please let me know. Okay. So this slide we have seen. Now, angle between two adjacent directions, 90 degree. Already I covered this for you. Angle between a cardinal direction and main direction is 45 degree. That also I covered for you. Okay. Light source and shadow. This can sometimes be confusing. Light source and shadow. See, the discussion of the theory part is so simple here. There's 2-3 things and the theory part gets over for direction sense. And then it's all about practicing with questions, getting your doubts cleared. 3 marks you get from this chapter. Okay, that's a very big thing. 3 marks at least from blood relations, 3 marks from direction sense. There's 6 marks here. First chapter, which is the coding number series, is around 6 marks. So 6 plus 6, 12 marks it gets covered here. Then we have syllogism and seating arrangement. So light source and shadow, something very elementary, basic is this. That, write down, shadow is always in the opposite direction. Shadow is always in the opposite direction to light source. I hope all this is something very, very elementary, very basic. You don't have to do any kind of an education to know this. Even uneducated people know that. Shadow is always in the opposite direction to the light source. So light source, in almost all the question, what is the light source? The answer is light source is the sun. What is the light source? Sun. If you're in the open ground or in any question of direction sense, it's very simple. The light source is always sun. This is sun. Correct? So let's see here. Light source and shadow. Light source and shadow. Morning, make a table here. Morning and evening. Light source and shadow, morning and evening. So in the morning, light source, which is our sun, is in which direction? East direction. So shadows will be towards which direction? West direction. In the evening, light source, which is sun, is in which direction? West. So shadow will be towards east. Note it down and tell me if this is clear. If you have any doubt, let me know. Now, this is as basic as anyone can teach you. Okay, no one is going to teach you that sun is in the east and sun is in the west and all that. But I'm covering it for you because this is how you are going to make a very strong foundation concept. So in the morning, sun is in the east and shadows are in the west. And in the evening, sun is in the west and the shadows are towards east. Now that you have understood this question, and all of you are saying, yes, you have understood. So let me ask one question based on this. Let me see how many of you can answer. Okay. So I'll give you exactly 1 minute to solve the question, which is going to come up on the screen now. This is the question. One morning, write down the question. One morning, Rita and Savita were talking to each other face to face at a crossroad. If Savita's shadow was exactly to the right of Rita, if Savita's shadow was exactly to the right of Rita, which direction was Rita facing? Now solve this question and don't tell the answer is left right. I want direction means north, south, east, west. Okay. See, some of you are saying west, some of you are saying south, some are saying north. Some are saying east also. So now I've got all four directions in the answer option: east, west, north, south. Now, unfortunately, Rita has only one head, okay? She's not like Brahma with four heads, that she will face all the four directions. Northwest also we have got. Okay, so Kumar has given northwest as the answer. Very good. For that, we'll have to have 10 heads actually, okay? So eight heads, one pointing to each direction. If any of you have any doubt, you can post it in the chat room here. Okay, let's see the answer. Since I'm getting all mixed answers here in the chat room. South, I'm getting maximum south. And south is the correct answer, by the way. So let's see why south is the answer. So Rita and Savita were talking to each other face to face at a crossroad. Okay. So let's say crossroad. This is Rita. This is Savita. Whichever way you write, it does not matter. The answer will not change. Okay. Whether I write Rita here and Savita here, it does not matter. Whether I write Rita here and Savita here, it does not matter. In all the cases, you're going to get the same answer. Okay, so whichever way I'm drawing. Usually we use vertical. So Rita and Savita are talking to each other face to face. There's no gap between them, but just that, we have to represent it in a diagram. So I'm making it like this. So one morning, Rita and Savita were talking to each other face to face. Okay. Now, Savita's shadow was exactly to the right of Rita. See, if Rita is facing down, that means this is right of Rita and this is left of Rita. Yes or no? If you're facing down, right will be your right will be my left, and my your left will be my right. Okay. So if Savita is facing down towards Rita is facing down towards Savita, first thing we get to know is which side is right, which side is left. And Savita's shadow was exactly to the right of Rita. That means shadow is this side. If shadow is this side, that means sun will be this side, because shadow and sun are always in opposite direction. The time is morning. What is the time? Morning. In the morning, sun is in which direction? East. This side is east. This side is west. So this side will be north and this side will be south. Correct? So Rita is facing which side? Rita is facing towards south side. Rita is facing south. Which direction was Rita facing? Rita was facing south. Please note down the solution. Look at it once. Try to observe it and then tell me the answer. Which side is Rita facing? Rita is facing south. Look at this again. Rita and Savita are talking to each other face to face, means there's no gap between them. It's just that the way you stand next to your friend and talk to each other, right? Okay, so Rita and Savita are standing next to each other. Rita is facing towards Savita. Savita is facing towards Rita. This is right of Rita. This is left of Rita because Rita is facing down. Okay. And Savita's shadow is to the right of Rita. Rita's right side. So shadow is towards right, sun will be towards left. And the time is morning. What is the time? Time is morning. One morning. And in the morning, sun is in which direction? East direction. Once we know this is east, opposite side is west. If east is towards our right hand and west is towards our left hand, then the top side is north and the bottom one is south. Yeah? North, south, east, west. Okay. So which direction is Rita facing? Rita is facing south direction. Is this part clear? Any doubt is there? Please let me know. Still you are posting answers southwest, northwest. What is happening? Any doubt is there? If you're not understood, please let me know what is the problem. Some of you are typing now northwest. After explaining the whole question, you're typing northwest. Right? The answer is south. Okay. Now, this is a complex question, not like a very, very simple one. Let's see here one more, few more questions, and then let's take one more question. And after that, you will try out questions from your book. Theory part is over. The direction says there's no more theory part. Okay. Theory part is done. So solve this question here. Okay. This is from the example questions of ICI book for you. So Gopal started walking 2 kilometers straight from his school. Then he turned right and walked 1 kilometer. Again, he turned right and walked 1 kilometer to reach his house. If his house is southeast from his school, then in which direction did Gopal start walking from the school? Try to make a diagram while solving questions, no? While solving questions on directions, always use a diagram method. Make a diagram and then using a diagram, solve the question. Okay, now look at the answer here. So Gopal started walking 2 kilometers straight from his school, and he turned right and walked 1 kilometer. Again, he turned right and walked 1 kilometer to reach his house. If his house is southeast from his school, so this is his school. And if you look at the directions here, north, south, east, west, this is what is called southeast. Okay, so his school, his house is somewhere on this line. Okay, his house is somewhere on this line. So if he started walking 2 kilometers straight from his school like this, he went 2 kilometers straight, then he turned right. Now if you're going towards east, and you turn right, you'll go down. He walked 1 kilometer down. Again, he turned right and walked 1 kilometer. He turned right. So if you're going down, and if you turn right, you'll go towards your left, means the way we are looking at ourselves. Okay, you'll go towards west like this. 1 kilometer to reach his house. This is his house, which is correctly in the southeast direction. So in which direction did Gopal start walking from his school? He started walking in the east direction. Started walking in which direction? East direction. So answer will be A. A little basic understanding of north, south, east, west, a little practice with these questions, make a diagram and solve. You'll start getting the answers. Try out the number of questions in the book. Try out those questions. Some are easy, some are complex. You'll get some doubts also. Uh, Solve today, tomorrow, and share the doubts with me on WhatsApp with the question numbers, and so that I can include those questions in tomorrow's discussion session, doubt solving session, and complete this part and start with syllogism. Okay, so once direction sense is very simple, theory part is not much, north, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. So tomorrow we'll be taking up doubts here. Ibadul Haq, something you are trying to say, I'm not able to understand. Okay, okay. So please let me know what are you trying to tell. See, I will discuss shortcut techniques tomorrow. Subhash, okay? Today is already quite late, so yeah, I understand, Ibadul. It's my mistake. Just having fun. Don't worry, man. Okay. Every time I'm not serious, right? Okay, okay. All right. So I'll be discussing some shortcut techniques tomorrow. And what I would recommend is you please solve questions from the exercise book and uh, post on WhatsApp. Let me know what are the doubts so that I can include those in tomorrow's session, and then we can start with syllogism topic tomorrow. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for this session, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.